In this video, we will see how to use sales and service access management tool. So, so we will see how to use that tool and exploring uh, all the options in that tool. So to navigate, uh, we need to go to tools from the navigator and then click sales and service access management. Basically it says sales and service access management, but it is applicable for all the custom objects as well, even if any other modules are using. So all custom objects it will support. So the we have three tabs here. First one is configure groups. This is used to create access groups. So where we will create one rules and we will specify uh, who are the group members using manually or by a rule. And then the at the same for that group, so we will give access based on some condition or predefined set of uh, predefined record set. So we have something like system groups and custom groups. By default, for every role, it will create a group here. And so based on that, internally, it will give the access. And if we need to create any custom groups, so we can create using these buttons. So regarding access groups, so we have a separate video, so we can refer that. So then coming to the second tab, so this particular tab, Explore Access, is very helpful while debugging the security. So in some scenarios, so we might face some issues like for a particular role or user. So using this option, so we should be able to find for a particular user and for a particular object and for a particular record, so which data security policy or which access group is giving the data access or visibility access. So basically this sales and service access management, it only talks about data security policies. It is not related to functional policy or any other policy. This three tabs are completely related to data security policies. Even though, so this access groups, right? So everything is related to data security policies. So for example, so we will take Lisa Jones as a user, so that we are going to debug. Okay, so we selected the user. And then we need to select the object. So suppose if we are not sure for the opportunity, like which so some opportunities the user doesn't have access, but she is able to see. So in that case, so so maybe we can select opportunity. So we are just consider we are debugging opportunity. So we selected opportunity as object. And then when coming to public unique identifier, so this is the unique identifier or key. So this value mostly will be for example, opportunity number will be the key, and for party records, for contact, account, partner. Uh, so for these three objects, uh, the party number or registry ID will be the unique identifier, and and the same way for custom objects it will be ID. So we need to we cannot give just the number here. So we need to use the search, and then we need to provide the unique identifier, and then we need to search, and then we will get the result that we need to select. So we will give one number, opportunity number here. Okay, so now we have one opportunity number, and we'll search that opportunity number. So we need to give the identifier here, and then we need to select the record. So if we give directly here, so then it's not recognizing and it is not giving the results. So once we click on explore, so we will get all the related access groups, right? So for this opportunity object, so it says totally we have 30 access groups which are related to opportunity object. So uh, out of those, uh, we have 10 granted, and those 10 are active. And so we can also see if there are any some inactive policies, and but still they are they will give access once they come into active. But since it is inactive, so it doesn't give any access. But record access can be get once it is active. So that is the meaning of granted and inactive. And we have 20 policies that 20 20 access groups that are not giving the access. So we will drill down to the granted and active. So once we drill down into this, so we have we can further drill down using provides record access. So this will tell whether this particular opportunity um, uh, is coming from which access group or which rule. So for opportunity, so we have so from the group, so it says the group name, sales representative group. So from this group, there are two rules. One is opportunity team, and opportunity team with edit or full access. So these two access groups, this access group contains these two rules, and this two rules are giving access to this particular opportunity. And similarly, if we expand the data security policies, so if so these are from access groups, but there might be a chance of giving access from roles, right? So if we want to check from the roles, again here we will drill down to granted and active. And again we will select provides record access to yes, and we will uh, yeah. So now we have these policies, okay, for this particular uh, user and in opportunity object. So and these are the three data security policies, or these are the conditions which are giving access. So if we want to see the role, so we can so it will be available. Let me rearrange. So using access, yeah, reorder. So we will just use role name. Yeah. So I just rearranged the columns. So from this role, this condition is giving access to this particular opportunity number. And in advanced permission, so we can select a particular policy, particular condition, and in that condition, so which are the permissions granted. So those also we can see from here. Um, so similarly, we will see example of another opportunity. So again, we will search. We will give the opportunity number here. So this is so for this opportunity, it shouldn't provide any access because it is not related to this particular user. So I'm just clicking explore. Okay. And we can see granted and active 10, and records provides access. Uh, so no access group is providing access to this particular opportunity. And when we will go with data security policies, and here also we will drill down to not granted and granted and active. These are giving access, but we will see which policy is providing access. No policy is giving access because this opportunity is not a this opportunity doesn't have as a team member or owner or from anywhere, this user doesn't have access to this opportunity, so it is not giving any uh, policy here. Okay, so if so this really helps in debugging security. So we can get all the data access, data security policy, or access group visibility, user and object wise, and that to record specific debugging we can do from this tool. Okay, and also the last one in sales and service access management is manage data policies. Again, uh, this is also useful uh, if we want to make some changes to data security policies for a specific role and for a specific object uh, from here itself. For example, I'm going to search one custom role. So I'm selecting GSC BRM service role. So from security console, so we cannot end it. Suppose if we want to end it all the privileges, right? All the data security policies in a single screen. But using this option, we can do that. We can see that. Suppose here I'm selecting service header and I'm clicking on find policies. Okay, so it gave some results. If there are any inactive policies, it will show this count and we can filter further. So we have these three data security policies related to this role, and those are specifically for service request. So now, so suppose we wanted to debug these uh, so these policies. So again, here we will reorder. So yeah, we will click edit. Yeah, once we click create edit, so it will come like this. So here it will say for this particular role, whatever for service request object, whatever the data security policies or conditions available. So it will list down. It will list all of those. But for this specific role, we can select whatever is the granted, whatever is granted. So we can filter further those. And in edit mode, we can see start date and end date here. So we don't have access to end date this. I guess it is because of the standard role. So maybe it is inheriting the standard role. So that's why we don't have access to end date. But if it is a custom policy, so and if it is a custom policy, and then it should allow to end date. So so we can see that how it is. Yeah. For others, right? So it is allowing the start date and end date here. So we can enter, or we can update all the end dates here, so that all the policies will be end dated. So if we want to do the same change in security console, we need to go to this role and service request. We need to filter service request header as a data source, and then we need to edit each policy, and then we need to end date. But here we can just do at once. Also, we can see advanced permissions that are giving for this particular policy. So this is how we will make data security policy changes from this tool. And so we have create option also, so we can use to create any policy. Yeah, this new create is to set a new kind of search results. It's not related to creating new data security policy. So that is all about sales and service access management tool in Oracle Fusion Cloud.